most important reason why I booked the apartment. The washer and dryer! I only brought a few days worth of clothes. So a little fun fact, the last time I was here in Da Nang was at the onset of COVID in 2020. I was here with my friends for just a little over one day when Singapore announced that they were going to go into a semi-lockdown, and they called out for all Singaporeans who were abroad to go back home. So thankfully at the time, we managed to book a very last minute flight home the very next day. If you were to scroll through my Instagram, I think you might still be able to find some photos of Da Nang that I posted back in 2020. I didn't notice this the last time I was here, but the eye is actually in the shape of a heart.
먹거리만 있어가지고.
Hello, lobster.
내기만 터져버려 앞에서.
looks similar, but when I touch the t-shirt, I think the quality is pretty evident that it's not authentic. The Lacoste t-shirt quality is not bad though. Oh wow.
알아서 시켜 추천 메뉴로 받아.
I have been using Surfshark as my go-to VPN provider since last year. Besides its security features, I also use Surfshark to unlock better travel deals by changing my virtual location to compare flight fares across different regions. It's super easy. Simply download and install Surfshark, connect to one of 3,200 servers across 100 countries, and use Surfshark Search to find flights. Make sure to write down the flight fares, then clear your browser cookies before repeating the steps to see if a different server location returns a cheaper flight fare. Here's a quick comparison of my search for Tokyo flight. By changing the VPN location from Singapore to Indonesia, the price of the same flight dropped by $27 in just 3 minutes. Surfshark's price plans start at very affordable rates, and you get 4 extra months when you purchase their plans at surfshark.com/udays. I will leave the link in the description below, so go play around with the VPN locations to get the best flight deals.
집에 가서 이거는 집에 가서.